is day 2 of Big Chip of Life.
Paul. Yeah.
Physique check number 2. This is where we're at for the day. Day 2 of Big Chip of Life, starting out at 176 pounds. We're about to head to the gym. I'll see you guys in the car. Line up, stay home. Alright, so I guess the topic of the day, I've been thinking about it all night, but it's gonna be bullying. I feel like bullying is actually a good thing, and I think it should be kind of brought back. Because for me, I think of myself as a little bit of a bully, but in a good way. Because it comes from a place of love. When you bully someone, I feel like you're not just bullying them to bully them in most, well, maybe sometimes they are, but like, if I'm growing up as a fat boy, big body, obese, which I was, at one point, 250 pounds. It's no joke. People that I loved, would call me fat. I'm sure a lot of you guys might be from Asian household as well. If not, whenever you go to like a family event, people are gonna comment on how you look. Oh, you look bigger this time, And I think being able to accept the fact that you're getting bullied, but it's like for a reason, Don't take it personal. It's because they're commenting on how you look because they want the best for you, If you're looking fatter, it's probably because you let yourself go. And you're gonna need accountability for those actions. Don't get mad at them. I want you to almost point that anger at yourself because you let it get to the point where you had people that you love had to tell you that you were looking fat. I think it's all about accountability. Without accountability, you're just, pushing the blame onto other people. And that is just not right, But yeah, that's why, I said I was 250 pounds at one point. I try to forget that entire period of my life because I know it was disgusting. No one wants to be called fat. No one wants to be called lazy. But if you're getting called fat and lazy, it's probably for a reason. And that's something that you can change. But yeah. Alright guys, we just got to the gym. For ab days, I like to start off with the ab roller combined with some hanging leg lifts. It's a great warm-up for abs. So I'll go ahead and show you guys that. Oh shit, no way, it's Andre. What's up, buddy? Nice seeing you. Totally not staged, by the way. Been hitting the 5 a.m. sessions as well.
5 a.m. gang.
Alright, so my split's a little bit different, I say, than most people. I do something called the David Circle. I kind of just came up with that. So instead of doing like a standard push-pull legs, I do kind of like a different variation of it. So one day will be chest and back, one day will be legs, one day will be a weighted abs, which is the rest day almost, and then our last day is going to be shoulders and biceps. So the reason why I do that is because I feel like when you have a weighted ab day built into your cycle, it's almost as if that's the built-in rest day. Because when I was doing that whole variation without the abs, I felt like 2 days in between each workout or each like muscle group wasn't enough time to kind of recover. So by adding that ab day, there's like a total of 3 days in between the big lifts. So I have like 3 days rest between leg days and 3 days rest between chest and back, and I feel like that's kind of helped with recovery time, and like I said, being able to lift constantly and have more volume. So for ab day, I usually like to start off with the ab roller combined with the raised leg lifts. I usually go for like 4 sets of these. For ab rollers, I'll do anywhere from 10 to 12, and then for the leg lifts, I'll try to hit 10 per set. So yeah, here we go. Great news, Cam is also here, back in the building. That's set number 2. I feel like ab day is typically the most neglected muscle group, but if you think about it, in all of your lifts, you're utilizing your core for stability. So once I did add the weighted abs into my routine, there was a little bit of an explosion in growth in basically all my lifts. So if you haven't done abs or implemented it into your cycle, I think it's great. It's not the prettiest, but gets it done. All right, guys, go ahead and come join me for the weighted crunches. These are gonna be pretty insane. All right, there are a lot of mistakes when I see people do weighted decline crunches. So if you're not holding the weight behind your back, I don't know if you guys have ever had physics. I'm sure you guys have. You're all really smart. But the farther away the weight is from the center, the more weight is actually going to be implied onto that middle ground. So what I like to do is I like to keep the weight kind of stuck to the top of my head. That way I have the most amount of weight on my core. So I like to try to find like a consistent rep range that I stick to for the entirety of my sets. Last time I came in here, I tried doing 4 sets of 6. That was pretty challenging, so I was able to do it, but 4 sets of 7 is kind of my goal. When you do put the weights behind your back, the amount of weight that you actually can crunch decreases a lot, because like I said, if you're leaving the weight on your abs the entire time, your abs aren't moving anything. Cam, I'm gonna ask Cam to get some action shots, because this is gonna be crazy. All right, that's 7, or that's 6. I always like to set those like consistent reps per set into my workout every time, but if I try to add more reps into my sets every time, I'm bound to fail. So that sets another goal for me. And I'll keep going for 4 sets of 7 until I accomplish that goal. So it's not about failing, it's about trying every time until you reach success. Andre wants to say bye to you guys.
Alright, bye guys. See you later. Catch you on the next one.
Alright, so we're gonna do like some standing oblique crunches right now. So you wanna kinda go down as far as possible. Like even my opposite leg that the dumbbell is on kinda lifts off the ground slightly. And then you wanna squeeze this entire left oblique to bring the weight back up. Kind of the main reason why I like doing these is it helps build those obliques, you know, those like striations on the side of your chest. But yeah, if you really want like sick obliques, just keep doing these. Really focus on squeezing again, but do these for a few months and you'll be golden. Let me give you my my good side now. So we're going to the right. Nice. All right, we have a new workout for you guys. This is something that me and Cam invented. You'll never find this anywhere else. We invented this, right, Cam? Yeah. I want to pull, get rid of some of the tension. The bars are, the cable machine is still directly to my left, and keeping both my arms straight, I want to swing the handle right in front of me. So this motion, you want to kind of prevent the cable machine from pulling you into the bar. And again, that's going to work your obliques. And then once more, keep my arms straight and directly to the side. Swing it in front of me. And most of that pulling power is coming from your core. You're going to feel it a little bit in your chest as well, but you just swing that D handle in front of you. I'm gonna switch sides. Yeah.
EXO says you have to watch.
EXO says you have to subscribe. When you use the machine right after your kill. You know, by the time you're done doing these, you should feel like you're about to go to the batting range, fucking like break the machine because you're gonna swing so hard. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do cable crunches now. So we're gonna change out the D handle right here for the ropes. I'm actually gonna bring you guys up close and personal for this. So for these, I typically like to keep my legs almost stationary. And all the pulling is coming from your core. So you'll see in a minute how my legs and like they just don't move. It's just my abs pulling down the rope, and that's what you want to do to be able to target the center of your abs. So the goal is to almost have your arms parallel to the ground. That's how you know you're getting like a full squeeze. For the last reps, I like to kind of squeeze, maybe hold for like 5 seconds. Yeah, it really helps just burn out the entirety of your abs if you really let it squeeze for a little bit. All right, we're heading into our last set. I have no idea what this workout is called, but I've been doing it for like the past month. So if you guys know what it is, go ahead and comment it. Alright, so for these, I like to keep my arms straight. And how I like to imagine this is once I bring the weight to one side, it's almost like loading a spring. So right here, I feel a bunch of tension on the left side of my abs, and then that's what I'm going to use to kind of propel this weight to the other side. So arms straight, and then bringing the weight over. And then by the time the weight does hit my left side, my right side is going to be kind of loaded up with that tension, and then I'm going to use that to bring the weight back over. So doing that once again. But yeah, we're gonna do 4 sets again. Try to hit 8 on each side. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of lost count on that last one. I think that was 8. But you guys, once again, will be getting some sexy action shots of me. That right there is ab day. That's our rest day. Cam, what do you think?
Tired.
Morning. Let me tell you, I've never ran and recorded myself before. This is definitely really hard, but you know, it just goes to show that you'll never really know how difficult something is until you try. And I'd rather live knowing how difficult this was than not have tried at all. And I think that goes with saying for a lot of things in life, where if you don't have the courage to start something, then what will you ever amount to? Morning.
Morning.
So, I like to get pretty deep with you guys, so on that, every run I take, you know,
every run I do, every workout I do, I try to think long into the future about what I think my life will look like and what the people that I bring close into my life will think of me, because when I hold this camera out and people look at me, who knows what they're thinking? But it doesn't matter, because the people that will be next to you for most of your life, if not basically all your life, is your family and your friends. Take their critiques with a grain of salt, but know that you have people that love you. Those are the people that will give you their most honest feedback. You know, sometimes I wonder, you know, when I have kids and whatnot, you know, I want to be someone that they can kind of look up to, you know? I'm sure you guys all have someone like that in your life. For me, I look up to my parents, and it's hard, you know, if you wake up every day and the person you look up to might not think, they probably do think you can do it, but if you don't believe yourself that you made that person proud, then you're just wasting time. Every day is a great day to start something new, do something that exhilarates you, because who knows, one day you're gonna look back and you may or may not have regrets, and whether or not that happens to you, that's in your hands. You know, I like to think of life as one big running game. This kind of popped into my head right now, but when you're running, you choose when to stop, when to walk, when to rest. And well, every step you take comes with an ounce of pain. However, it's your choice to decide the pace you go and how far you go. You know, I'm only running 3 miles today, but may not be special, but I take things at my own pace. And how far you go is perception. Something that you build on from past experiences and how you feel every day. Not every terrain you run on will be flat. There's gonna be hills. Are you gonna walk those hills? Or are you gonna run those hills? I feel like once you get over that first hill, there's a time when complacency kicks in. You start to forget how bad climbing that hill was. And that's when it's up to you to pull yourself out of that slump in the hill. Otherwise, you're gonna be stuck there, because the next hill doesn't want you to climb it. The next mountain wants you to stay at the bottom. I have no idea how I sound, by the way. This could all be ass, but Morning. Morning. We're back. Yeah. You know, it's been fun, guys. Maybe we'll do another car session. You know? I feel like it's a lot of talking today. Maybe tomorrow. We'll find a topic. You know, stay tuned tomorrow, you know. Maybe, I'll speak about something that touches your soul a little bit. Because I feel like everything I say or I think about touches mine. And I want to spread that. Before I go,
Napa. Napa. Say bye. Say bye. Come here. Say bye.